In this video, I'm going to show you how to barbecue lamb chops without getting any flare-ups. All right, so this video is going to be aimed more towards kettle-style barbecues. So we're going to start by opening our lid and taking our cooking grate off. And now I'm just going to get a couple of firelighters down, and then I'm going to light them up. And then we'll get our charcoal chimney on top, and then you want to fill that with either lump charcoal or briquettes. Now we've got about 10 minutes before our charcoal is going to be ready, so we'll use that time to prepare our lamb chops. We're going to be using some lamb loin chops for this cook, but you could also use lamb forequarter chops, lamb cutlets, lamb chump chops, or any other style of lamb chops. We're just going to be seasoning these up in my lamb layup rub, but if you don't have that, you can use one of your other favorite rubs, or a little bit of salt, pepper, garlic, and maybe some rosemary always does the trick. So we're just going to go ahead and season both sides. We'll press our rub in as we're going. And this method is also suitable not just for lamb chops, you could do pork chops in there too. We're going to be using the vortex method, which produces some really nice high indirect heat. So you'll get some nice pork crackling if you've prepared your pork right as well. All right, now these are seasoned up. We're going to get some smoking wood ready. So for this cook, I'm going to go with a nice little chunk of bourbon barrel oak. But if you don't have any of that, you could use something like cherry or olive wood are two of my other favorites to go with lamb. Or if you don't have or you don't want to use any smoking wood for this cook, that's fine, you can absolutely follow along to this video without using any. But for now, I reckon our charcoal's ready, so let's set the rest of this barbecue up. So we're gonna get our charcoal chimney out of the way for a moment, and then what we're gonna do is get our kettle cone in. If you don't have one of them, you can just use two charcoal baskets together in the middle of the charcoal grate, like you would have seen in my previous videos. And then we're gonna dump our charcoal in. Then I'll just get any pieces in there that have fallen out to the side. And then we're gonna shut our lid and make sure our top and bottom vents are wide open. And now we're just gonna give our barbecue a few minutes to preheat. While that's happening, we're just gonna give our cooking grate a nice light spray in oil, and that's gonna help stop our lamb chops from sticking. All right, and after a few minutes, our barbecue is up to temperature, which for this cook is gonna be around 450 Fahrenheit or 230 Celsius. We can get our smoking wood chunk in there. I personally don't think it matters too much if you put it straight in the charcoal like that, or if you put it on top of the cooking grate right over the fire. And now we can get our lamb chops on, and we're just going to place them around the outside of our kettle cone. And then we'll shut our lid and let them start cooking away. So now our lamb chops are on. All I'm going to do is check on them every 10 minutes or so. If I need to, I'll rotate that cooking grate so some of the lamb chops can get into the hotter part of that barbecue, which is at the back underneath that lid vent. And apart from that, it's going to be a pretty stress-free cook. All you need to do is just continue cooking them until they've reached your desired doneness. You don't have to worry about flare-ups, but if you are worried about them making a little bit of mess with that rendered fat, or if you're cooking something that's marinated, what you can do is just line a little bit of foil around that charcoal grate, around the outside of that kettle cone, or if you're using charcoal baskets. But for now, we're gonna let these lamb chops go and we'll continue checking on them throughout this cook. All right, so it's been around 10 minutes. Let's check these lamb chops. These are looking good. The fat is going nice and crispy, but these definitely aren't gonna be done yet. And just for reference, these are right around 120-ish Fahrenheit, or what's that, around 50-ish Celsius, I think. So they are still very rare. I'm looking to take these until they reach around medium to medium well doneness. So we'll shut our lid. They all appear to be cooking nice and even at the moment. And we'll check back in on them once they've had around another 5 minutes. All right, and after almost another 10 minutes, these are done. So let's get them out. We'll let them rest for a couple of minutes, and then we'll have a taste. So for those who don't know, lamb loin chops are just a little T-bone steak. So you've got the lamb fillet on this side and then the sirloin on this side. But for now, I'm gonna get stuck into the fillet side. Still beautiful, tender and juicy, and I love this crispy tail bit here. That is so tasty. So if you're sick of burnt, overcooked lamb chops, definitely give this method a go. Or if you do like your lamb chops a little bit crispier, then just leave them in there for a little bit longer. But if you've got any questions about this cook, don't hesitate to ask them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. But for now, that's the end of the video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.